now we one time. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now Howard throwing to start the drive. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Better than that. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Howard. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both guys doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got hold on that last play. They forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to throw. Howard. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he will have the Chiefs' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Howard to throw on second down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. 7th play of the drive as they come out on 3rd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Howard able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. 2 big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howard. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's even knocked out in the right.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Howard. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He's on Charlie.
They would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. That one finds Pierce right side. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Fields now to throw. A complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 here on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll run the jet sweep here with Pierce. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. Brings up 3rd down.
They run it with James. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down. Ryan Winslow in.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he didn't quite have the bag spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw is Howard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Roger McCray with a hit. And they're going to set up shop at the 42-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
James. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Fields on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit.
And he coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You remember in preseason we went to different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going to those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 43.
Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Howard being chased out left. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. Howard. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Another completion there. And we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that. But Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
And 3rd throw that misses the target. Incomplete.
It's been a tough game for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 27, Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So the 8. Here's Fields. He finds Pierce. It's complete. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Fields. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we'll reach halftime here on Opening Weekend. As we return to Orlando, we're standing by is Jonathan Kirchner. He has our EA Sports halftime report. into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On the ground, it's James. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Back to throw, Fields. Buying time to his left. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Jordan, 30 yards. And the Texans have retaken a third quarter lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you could lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Power to throw on second down. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, probably, because they've had big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On third down, it's Pollard. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Here's James. And he works his way free all the way down the outskirts of the red zone. A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this one too low. That pass just a little bit off. Maybe we're trying to force it in there.
Game speed is different no matter what you do. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try the left side. It's James, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in... And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans say they have it. They do. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
It's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Meanwhile, Fields throw caught by Pierce. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line. Fields on the side. Fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 from the Texans.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Fields. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get into someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Up the middle they go. It's James, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Henry loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They'll still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On the move to his left. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. In this second half, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Howard. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
First down, Kansas City.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Howard. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They're trying to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you could argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's James. They find some open field here. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. On 1st down, James. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 75 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Howard. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Maybe you do start to To throw on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long second out after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. Seems pretty obvious defensively. Key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into the wall. Right around the line of scrimmage. Never getting the line to play. And that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. That one looks like he'll throw here. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down about the 17-yard line here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Fields. toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Alec Pierce from 17 yards out. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
There's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception and you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's got Pierce. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Fields now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Very comfortable here, Charles. That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
The CDI is a little extra excitement for